What's up YouTube, Zach here. I've got another knife review. Today I'm doing the Petrified fish Beluga. Coming in at around 50 bucks. You can find them on Amazon. Got the blue denim micarta handle scales. I have carried this one quite a bit. It's got probably about a few weeks worth of testing on it. So you'll see plenty of dirt and stuff on it. But yeah, well used for sure. You can see the handle scale doesn't come like this. It's got a little hand dirt on it. Didn't really get a chance to clean it up, but there you go. You know I've used it. So the blue denim micarta handles, they look pretty good. I like them. Definitely a unique handle scale that I don't have in any other knife. Looks like a pair of worn out jeans. Feels pretty good. Got good texture to it. It's not fraying anywhere. But it actually feels like micarta, or feels like denim. Pivots T8, I'm pretty sure. The rest of the screws are T6. It's a front flipper. Blade steel, I'm pretty sure, is K110. Yep. Lots of belly to the blade. I don't think there's a straight bit to this edge anywhere. It's got this long fuller. Not a bad sharpening choil on it. Looks like kind of a media blasted finish there, which I'm not too sure about with a D2 or K110, but I'll get into that in a minute. It's got some weight to it. The net weight, I'm seeing 142 grams. I don't know what that is in ounces. Should have been prepared, my bad. It's got some heft to it, let's just say that. It's not you wouldn't want to carry it in some gym shorts. So overall length, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8.5 inches. Cutting edge, about 3.5 inches. It's got ball bearings in the pivot. Pretty snappy action. I'm not a big fan of the flipper on this one, but once you get it down, it's pretty snappy. Let's do some size comparisons. Get my PM2. It's pretty spot on with the PM2. How tall it is kind of the same too. Para 3, definitely longer than the Para 3. The Kaiser Cormorant, definitely longer than the Cormorant, definitely taller than the Cormorant. Kershaw Heist, a bit longer than the Heist. It's a big knife, definitely a large knife. The Mini Griptilian, much larger than the Mini Griptilian. So there you go. Things I like about it, definitely fairly thin behind the edge, so it's a great slicer. It took me a minute to get used to it, but this fuller here's got kind of a sharp edge on it, so you can use it like a thumb stud. Same with, you can reverse flick it if you get the fat of your finger in there, or you can use multiple fingers in the back like that. This shit don't matter, it's just fidgety. What else do I like about it? The handle scales are cool. The action is very snappy, good D10 on it. Otherwise a typical ball bearing action. So let's get to the things I don't like about it. So first off, I'm not a big fan of front flippers, I've found. but this one in particular is not my favorite. It's very pointy at the top, and if it was a little more rounded at the top with some jimping along the top, it'd be way more comfortable to open. But every time I do it, it's really digging into the side of my thumb right here if you don't get it like perfectly. You have to kind of flip it from a front angle like this. So not a huge fan of the flipper. The other thing, I think the handle's just too thick. The handle's too big. It's very thick. Let's see, what's the handle thickness? Doesn't say. It's just too big. I think if they made this handle maybe come up here, it would be nicer in the hand and wouldn't take up so much space in the pocket. It is a folding knife, so if I wanted a big handle to grab onto, I'd just use a fixed blade. So I want that to be smaller, which, don't get me wrong, they've got other models that have smaller handles, so if you like that, go for it, for sure. The blade shape, not a huge fan of the non-stop curve of the blade here. I do like a little bit of flat edge. And it's definitely not great for like utility work, because once you get out here, you're losing leverage on it. So you have to kind of cut boxes and stuff all the way back here. But slicing tasks, pretty much any other cutting, rope, stuff like that, perfect. I'm just not a fan of this blade shape in particular, and that's my opinion. And then the final thing is this K110. I like K110. I find it to be a little less stainless than D2. Theirs holds an edge for quite a while, just stropping here and there. But this media blasted finish on the blade, I've found tends to spot rust and patina way faster than any other blade finish I've had, D2 or K110. So that might not be a downside for you. Maybe you like the look, but I just think it's a little weird. Every day I carry it, when I do, it just has like, looks like crap all over the blade. This is just like a little bit of surface rust, like patches of it here and there. But yeah, so there's a few things I don't like about this one. I do like the sliciness, the action, and the overall look of it for sure. But just as a everyday carry for me, not preferred. Anyway, I'll leave a link in the description so you can see the price of this thing later.